go live on YouTube, so I don't know what's happening.
Maybe OBS just doesn't realize that
It's a real goofball.
that YouTube is also a streaming platform now.
Excellent connection. To be honest, I don't know how I can stream these.
Sorry, boys.
Without
I was taking
having
a little nap.
Utah moments all over the place. Hey, Cannon, how you doing, buddy?
God damn it, Cannon.
And everyone posted the surprise Pikachu face.
What?
You feeling well rested, Cannon?
Oh yeah. I got a bow. I got a glass of milk. I'm rearing to go, Harry.
Okay. Oh, that's what I'm missing. I forgot to do the cams. Pop out. There we go. Boom.
Looks very well lit in your room today, Harry.
I know. It's because I have the window open. Doesn't happen too often.
Wow.
You're
Yeah,
just in
crazy.
time for the intro to Tragedy of War Session 26.
I love Tragedy of War 2026.
Let's do a recap. Last time on Tragedy of War,
Dun dun dun.
the faithful few began the session in the basement of the Nine Lives Mansion, having just finished their fight against the Black Paw. They took some time to collect their magical possessions, which were stolen from them when they were captured. They found their items scattered haphazardly throughout the destroyed crates and containers of the basement. Once they had recovered their items, they looted the corpses of the many members of the Black Paw which they had slain. They found quite a few very powerful magic items. Then they heard the familiar voice of Mug echoing throughout the rafters of the basement. The party followed these shouts until they came face to face with their friendly neighborhood tavern keep, who was chained up to the wall in a warforged cage in front of a loaded war ballista. Mug was very happy to see the party, especially Alex, who quickly deactivated the cage and freed him from his bindings. Alex attempted to give Mug back his dish rag, but Mug declined the offer, pushing the dish rag back into the metal exterior of Alex. Like a proud dad, tears welled up in his eyes, telling Alex to take care of the dish rag. He's gonna need it on his adventures. Mug Mug then pointed to a man lounging on a couch in the corner of the room, covered in black goo, who suddenly piped up with shrill screams. It appeared as though this melted man was having a conversation of sorts, more an argument with itself. One side claiming Salus, the other claiming Luez. After some incoherent rambling, Khanek decided to show mercy by ending the life of the melted man in an eruption of flame. He then took some time to go around the basement and collect as many of flasks of this mysterious guar substance as possible. It would seem as though the Black Paw was performing amateur experiments, even torture on their prisoners with this substance. Didn't seem very scientific. This prompted the players to take interest in the other prisoners. There was a kobold necromancer from Forlorn who claimed to have shed his shackles to build his own undead empire. There was a malfunctioning, warforged executioner seemingly damaged in its capture. And then there was an elven consul of Safeguard who introduced himself as Consul Corinth. Allegedly, Consul Corinth was sent by Seraph Vandeus of Safeguard to convince Lord Akko not to pull Gale back into the war after hearing that he was thinking about it. The party found Consul Corinth's story to be more or less plausible, so they freed him. The party left the basement soon after, making sure that Urjoto and Omha could not come back again by dissolving their brains with guar. The party then short-rested and said their farewells to Theramak and the other half-orcs, as well as Brava. Rolland and Brelikk led the rest of the party to the market to pick up their ordered magic items from the Steelwind Ware's forge. The shopkeep was not there to greet them this time around, but they did find their items waiting for them. A note was left behind. Chasing after inspiration. Signed, Klaus. Deciding not to stay another night in Gale, the party went up to the Messenger's Roost, the place they were originally referred to go to by Lord Akko 2 days prior. Upon arriving at the roost, the party looked for Consul Corinth, who was nowhere to be seen, but a Leonin man pointed them to one of the 2 airships in port, indicating that Consul Corinth was on board. The session ended with the party leaving port on the airship, headed toward the setting sun, and beyond that, Safeguard. So, the airship sailing out into the sunset, yada yada. Let's scene change. Gale.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, baby.
Do just some ambiance.
Yep.
So this airship, we talked about it last session a little bit. It's essentially just a sea ship, like a ship that you would see in the water, like a galleon, but it's got this Zeppelin balloon attached to the top. Kind of like this. So you're all kind of on the main deck of the ship. So it's open air. You can feel the wind in your hair. You're kind of parting through the clouds. Feeling a little bit of the moisture on your face. And birds, flapping around. You're flying up with the birds. You truly feel like an Aarakocra.
That's disgusting.
Are we in Safeguard yet? I heard about the racist.
Brelick's looking around.
Are we all together? Or
You are all on the main deck of the ship, and you can see Consul Corinth talking to what looks like one of the flight crew, which is an Aarakocra. Go figure.
Why, yes, this is real.
Rolland will make a small note to the party and just say, I apologize if my presence hasn't been with you. in these past few days. Now that we're moving towards our goals, I hope to be more present.
Giga
He
Chad.
says in character.
Giga Chad.
My character gives like a look of confusion around the. He's like, "The fuck is this guy talking about?" Because he's like, "This guy's been with us the last few. What is this paladin talking about?"
Khanek, you feel as though your influence over Rolland has perhaps taken a side effect.
I maybe seemed more brash or hyperbolated. I assure you it's not my true self.
I can assure you.
Sure.
Just like literal racial atrocities have been committed while I was gone. Hey, it
just
wasn't
Rolland.
me, guys.
That's just
it
Rolland
wasn't
shit,
me. Yeah, fucking I know.
This is Rolland being Rolland, you know?
What do you mean?
What do you mean, guys? I love all peoples.
Harry, how's the weather looking?
It's very nice.
How do the
There's-
skies fare?
Yeah, no, there's clouds, but you guys are kind of just going through them. They're not like a dark gray. The sun is visible, so kind of off into the horizon. It's still setting slowly.
We are on top of cloud cover, though.
Yes.
Okay.
And there are other citizens aboard this ship as well. It's not just you guys.
No peeking.
There's the crew, and then there's the passengers, and then there's you guys. The passengers look to be mostly tabaxi, though there are a few Aarakocra. You might wonder why Aarakocra would need airships in the first place. Well,
Hold on. He's back.
oh, I'm back.
Yeah, you're back.
Oh, nice. Okay. I was just saying,
Said there's some Aarakocra and crewmates.
yes. And it might... The question might be raised, like, why do Aarakocra need airships? Well, while they can fly everywhere, you imagine that doing so in this world would be pretty dangerous and maybe time-consuming, and this theoretically would save
For
people
larger
from time.
distances.
But it also looks like that mostly the people that are on this ship are people that just can't inherently fly, so it's kind of as a service to them, seems like. And yourselves, you wingless fucks.
How long will this trip take? Did you answer that already?
What's his
Might
name?
not have.
Eos? No. Someone last session estimated it as a 2-day trip. And yeah, it's kind of you've been probably going for a couple, like an hour or so, and so it was already kind of toward the end of the day, so night is definitely getting close to falling.
Are there rooms on the airship? For
Yeah, you don't know. No
passengers?
one told you about anything like that, but you imagine that there probably
Well.
are.
I go in search of lodgings.
Yes.
I will go the opposite direction.
The opposite direction of lodging? Or
Of
a
wherever-
Brelikk?
I will go find a secluded lodging to continue learning magics because of the level up, and that'll be my in-character thing.
Okay.
I'd like to travel to the bow of the ship, Harry, and just gaze forward for some time.
Is
Alex comes up from behind and holds you like Jack and Rose on the Titanic. No, I'm just kidding.
is the bow
Yeah,
the
of all people,
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we ended up giving the bat to Rolland, right?
The bat is in Alex's possession because he was the only one who could pick it up.
Or sorry, I
Yep.
meant to Alex. I meant to Alex,
Yeah.
not to Rolland.
Yeah.
I also gave Alix. Did I end up giving Alix the robot arm yet?
I don't think so.
Okay. Will, last session we encountered one of the executors, the robots. You remember those guys, right? The ones that shot firebolts at us and shit.
Yeah.
So there was one of those in a cage. I ripped off his arm and I gave it to you, so you can see if you can attach that to yourself as like a shoulder cannon or something.
I have an all-purpose multi-tool if you would like.
My fun-loving robot attaches a cannon to himself.
You can just shoot beer out of it.
True.
The beer cannon.
No. These are shots of liquor.
No, you just light the beer on fire when you're using it for damage. It just
Flambe.
It's
Is
Molotov
beer
cocktails.
it's a Molotov
Yeah.
cannon, bro.
How do you explain Molotov cocktails?
Well, I thought that was like a higher alcohol concentration, so it was like. you
I
could
don't
burn
think
it.
beer just straight lights on fire. No, it would need to have it had to be more pure.
That's what I was thinking
I have
exactly.
dragged it into your inventory, Will.
What are the logistics of even if I were to do this? What would be the logistics of even doing that?
You would probably have to make some kind of check to see how well you can attach it.
Yeah, I'll just hold on to it for now.
Yeah.
We
I
had a
have an
long
all-purpose-
rest, correct?
Huh?
Not
We had
yet.
a long rest. No.
Not yet.
You
no.
have not yet.
God damn, I'm on 5 HP for so long.
Well, I think we did a short rest.
Oh, yes. And Will wasn't here, so... Will, you can add short rest dice to
Can-
your HP.
Can Alex like consume like foods or liquids?
I believe I can. I don't know if it does anything.
Because I got the bottomless jar of healing honey. I could let you sip on that real quick.
You can sip on these nuts, man.
Do you have a D6 hit die?
Yes.
Well, now you don't get any of the honey, okay?
Clerics
I'm
have
just a
D8.
wee cleric.
Yeah, clerics have a D8 hit die.
Why the fuck is it give me a 6 then?
That's actually
I've
kind
had a
of
6
fucked.
this whole campaign.
Wait, what?
It says
What?
cleric D6 according to Foundry.
Have you been using the health as a D6 too?
Yeah, it doesn't change anything.
no.
Or no, wait.
No,
I think I think,
only wizards use D6.
no, I think I've been rolling
Only-
health
yeah,
as
only-
a D8.
Sorcerers as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think health has
sorcerers
been a
and
D8,
wizards.
but on Foundry it says cleric. When I hit die, it says cleric D6.
Weird.
Yeah, that ain't right.
Is there a way I can change it?
No, suffer. Probably. We'd have
Um,
to edit it.
Probably a problem in the future. I don't think it'll hurt right now, though. Either way.
I don't think it really matters too much.
Yeah.
But...
It might have to do with something on your sheet with like the class levels or something, because whenever you open your sheet, it like flashes an error to me on my end. So
Yeah.
It also flashes an error
Hit
on the
die.
top of the
Alright, I
page,
just
yeah.
changed it to
yeah, it
D8.
just yeah, there it goes.
There we go.
Woo!
All right, cool.
All right, re-roll those hit dice.
Yeah, you could hopefully.
Alright,
roll
we're
that too.
max.
Okay, cool. That's sorted. Alright, so everyone kind of went off in a bunch of different directions. I'll just go by the camera. Matt, where did Brelikk go? He went for lodging, right?
Yeah, I went to go look for lodging.
Yeah, so you imagine it's below deck, so there's kind of like a hatch, somewhere on the main deck that you pop on open, and you would have seen some civvies, some NPCs going down that hatch as well. Probably
Some
turning
like
for the
black
night.
silhouettes,
Mhm.
not pertain to the main story, just kind of
Right.
walking
Exactly.
around.
Yep.
Yeah.
They don't have big glowing gashes in their chests or anything like that. Yeah.
They don't have any defining features at all.
Yep.
I sure am hungry.
Mm-mm-mm.
What a
I
wonderful
could eat
day
a
out.
whole bowl of lettuce.
These boots have seen everything.
I do love the ocean.
Good day.
We're
What
in the
fantastic weather
sky.
outside. Oh look, a gull.
So, you head
I
on
saw a
down
lion
below deck,
once.
and you start going through. You would note on immediately going below deck that there is a bar, below the
Alex goes right into
I
it.
smell it.
I
I
I was gonna say, like, we have our walking bar now, so it's like,
I do need to refuel some.
That
of my
is true.
brew.
there's just tons of crates and cargo and barrels and stuff like that, containing, you're not sure, but supplies, things like that for the journey. And
Can I do a? I've been purely out of just fear, out of the recent events and everything. Can I do a Arcana check? Like,
Brelick's afraid.
I
Matt?
guess, yeah. More not afraid, more cautious and worried. The
Oh.
fact that
Mhm,
Guar was at that mansion, right? He's just
Mm.
sort of like on edge now.
Mm.
So like, can I
You
do an
s-
Arcana check to see if I can get this unsettling feeling,
sure,
like when I'm
sure.
around the Guar?
Sure.
It's gonna be a shit roll, but we'll roll anyway. 13.
When I was 13, I had my first love.
Wait,
Yeah, your spidey sense does not tingle. You imagine that this place is clean of such substance.
mhm.
On a boat, you imagine that kind of stuff would be pretty damaging.
Mm.
You might feel a little tingle toward where I went.
Where did you go?
But that, I mean, yeah.
I do.
but,
I have the
like,
guard jugs.
Oh,
or-
right,
or
right,
the
right,
two,
right. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I
Brilliant.
would have like, but that wouldn't like
That
Bottoms
wouldn't
up.
tip me off. That wouldn't tip me off.
bottoms up.
Hey, are you gonna
And-
finish?
I know you
Brelikk-
got the Guar.
Brelikk has a spidey sense for Guar now, confirmed. At that bar, as you're coming down, you see two Arakakra flight crew members who are kind of each holding an arm of a halfling. So he's kind of like his feet aren't touching the ground. They're kind of like holding him, picked him up, and they're bringing him, looks like above deck, so like right past you.
Was it like
And
like a restraining type of thing?
yeah, they look like they're holding him like he's like in trouble.
Looks
or
like a
something.
little troublemaker.
And you see the bar counter has like a bunch of shattered glasses and bottles around it.
Too much to drink? Goddamn.
Ah! Pull me down! It's a misunderstanding, is all.
Is this
I'll
the
pay
same?
for him, Qeynos.
Was this the same strange halfling like when we walked into the tattered pelt like day one that was just sitting idly in the corner?
Matt, are you
Murdoch?
insinuating that there is one halfling in the entire campaign?
Yeah. You're insinuating that Murdoch
Hey,
is only
halflings
one
are not
man.
from Gale. I'm just
It's the
listen. There's not
halfling.
many. It is. Fuck you. Fuck you. You can't pull that shit on me. I remember my odd NPCs that are apparently pertaining to none of the story.
My boy Murdoch, baby.
Yeah. It's that halfling. And
Yeah,
so
I knew
he's throwing a fit. And they're swooping past you. When they get to the stairs, you see like their wings like just like flap them a little bit, and they hover over the stairs, go up through the open hatch onto the deck of the ship. And
Damn, synchronization to be flapping two separate wings from two separate Agakras.
yeah, they're an efficient crew, Matt, you know.
The Arakakra don't fuck around, Matt. They're a highly efficient workforce.
Yeah, because they only know how to do 3 things.
They are
Like
the superior
Amazon
race.
workers.
It's like throwback to the
Yeah,
mansion.
like Amazon workers. So you passed that. Kev, you said you went in the opposite direction.
Yeah, whatever that means.
So,
But I'm also trying to find the bar. But I just went in the opposite direction.
all right. Well, you're gonna have a hard time. You're still on the main deck of the ship, and you go the opposite direction from Brelikk, and you're passing, by some civvies that are kind of leaned up on the safety railing, looking off the
I'm
ship.
with you, Kev.
Okay.
And they're kind of just leaned over, staring off into the distance, watching the clouds go by and the passing expanse. It's like a gentle breeze ruffling through some of their fur as tabaxi. They just murmuring to each other, You hear a blue flash. And Alex, you're with him. So yeah, you're kind of both heading toward the helm of the ship, so kind of toward the back, and you start to hear the struggling halfling held by these Arakakra as well. And he's, just all this and all that, and it's unjustified, and he's, they float, fly, float, whatever you want to call it, past you, hover, and they, stand on the part of the deck that's, like, right below the balcony to the helm. And, you hear one of them call out, "Oi, Captain! We have something you need to see."
1 second. I gotta put pause on my pizza. Wait, like 10 seconds.
Pizza.
Where is this?
Harry,
part?
while we're waiting,
Yeah.
I was messaging John since you were narrating, but do you think I can't find the buffs we have from Ivos and the other god?
Yeah, they're probably deleted in the chat. Let's see. I can pull them up real quick while we wait.
Yeah, I was just thinking about just adding it as a feature to my character sheet just to make it clean,
That's what I would do, yeah. Let's see. Blessings. Blessing of Qeynos.
Alright.
I'm just pulling up the blessings from the different.
Ivos, and yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get. A poor timing. It was like literally like I had a timer.
Meaning, fear, Alex. Only. Oh, only. So that's the blessing of Qeynos, and then blessing of Endare. And yep, that's it. Blessing of Huul didn't do anything. So yeah, one of the Arakakra holding the halfling, the hooded halfling, says, "Captain, we have something to show you."
And you see like an emerging Arakakra peek his head over the balcony. Is it blue and white feathered? It's a little bit familiar. Looking.
It's the guy. It's Falco.
What?
That ain't Falco.
That ain't.
Yeah, it's that guy. Yeah.
So what's going on down here?
We found this halfling trying to steal drinks from the bar below deck. Coordinator Eos back at the roost specifically forbade him from boarding. He has a bit of a reputation. Do we turn back to drop him in Gale?
Drop him off in Gale. That's all the way back where we came. We're going to Safeguard. So, we'll take him there. And, capital punishment for thieves and stowaways, I'm told.
The captain does not mess around. Okay. As you say, Captain. Salute the shite, I say. And the Arakakra flutter away over to the mast of the ship. And they produce some rope, and they begin tying him around the mast.
All right.
Son justified, I say! Let me go! And the blue-white feathered Arakakra disappears back to the helm. Yes, you all, Kev and Alex, and generally anyone who's on deck this scene kind of takes the center stage. You would recognize the captain, quote-unquote, of this ship you find yourself on now is actually the shopkeep from Steelwind Wares, who made your magic items, made Brelick's magic item, and made Rolland's magic item. He'd mentioned before that he was a pilot who had hung up his coat, you know, so to speak. He wasn't doing it anymore, but here he is, back at it. And the note he left behind for you, said that his name was Klaus. You guys never asked him, and he never told you, but he signed the letter that he left behind for you, Klaus. So, you'd believe his full title to be Captain Klaus. So, you two would note that there are staircases leading up to where Klaus is, up on the helm, where the steering wheel of the ship is. And that there's this prisoner now being tied to the mast. You could go see what either of those things are going on, or you could go explore the ship a bit, or, take after Brelikk and turn in.
Ale, they said the bar was below deck. You know where that is? I'll look at him. Anything?
Can you repeat that, Mike? You cut out for me.
They said the bar was below deck. Do you know where that is? Any idea?
I would assume below deck, and Alex will just start trying to find his way to any sort of staircase.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. You both trace after the, some civvies going below deck. There's fewer on the main deck now, but, you follow them down the hatch, which Brelikk had, initially gone down. And you, Alex, immediately identify the mess that this halfling had left behind at the bar. Just shattered glasses and bottles and liquor all over the place. It's kind of dribbling, like when the ship turns, it slightly, sways just a little bit. You see like the liquid like dribbles down slightly from the incline, and then catches itself in the creases of the floorboards. And Kev,
I'll begin to start
waste.
sweeping everything up and just cleaning up all the alcohol that's been spilled and tidying up the place. Never want to leave a bar in this state.
You could definitely use it. It doesn't look like it has a name or anything like that, but this little drinking area seems unkempt and, such and such. But you do your best and you're able to clean it, and there's definitely a noticeable difference. Kev, you see Alex just immediately hop to it, And let's switch to Khanek. Khanek, where did you go? Again?
I don't think he went anywhere.
Oh,
No, he
Went to
went
his
to
room.
he went to
Oh,
his
the
room,
room.
or like a more private area to like research magic.
Yeah. So he would have gone below deck as well, and you're all generally kind of in the same place, except Rolland, who's at the stern. What did he say he was?
The helm.
The helm. Yes.
Wow.
The bow. That's what it was.
No. Oh yeah, the bow. Fuck, you're right.
You're at the bow of the ship, Rolland, and you're peering off into the distance, into the sun, the setting sun, and just enjoying the wind through your luscious hair and working its way through your garbs and stuff like that. It's very peaceful.
I'd like to take a step back and if nothing interrupts me, I'll take out the Storm Razor, which I've recently acquired.
Yeah.
And I'll begin focusing on it as one of my, with prayer, and imbued
cool.
as one of my useful weapons.
Yeah. Yeah. How much time does that take?
I think only 10 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, so
Or
you're doing
it might be a minute actually, but
that's cool. Up in the clouds, Rolland brandishes Storm Razor and takes some time to know it.
I raise my hand after I'm done as lightning strikes the ship and we all die.
I thought you were gonna say I take a step off the ledge. That's the end of Rolland.
Justice!
So, Rolland, as you're taking some time with this blade, you finish, and you kind of, we'll say you take like a cloth and you swipe it a lot along the tide to like see the shine of the blade. You see your reflection, and no thunder, but for dramatic effect.
Maybe a
The-
little,
the
maybe a
clouds are-
spark
Yeah.
as it enters its own sheath.
Yeah. And you look out past to the horizon again, and just in this 10-minute time span, you were so engrossed with your blade, you didn't realize how dark that it got. It was more difficult to see in the lower branches of Gale before, but as you stand on the edge of the ship with no better view than where you are right now, you feel like it got dark really, really quickly, and probably before it was necessarily time for it to get dark. Could you make a nature
See.
check?
Man. $15.
I gotta get rid of some of the art. Here we go. There we go. On the ship. Boom, bada, boom. Yeah, so there's definitely something that's changed about the day-night cycle a little bit here. You've lived in Rapture all your life, so you're pretty familiar with the general day-to-day, just like we are in the real world, but it's almost too strange to describe. You realize that the sun hasn't actually finished setting, but it's dark. You can still see it on the horizon, but everything, including the sky that was once blue, is much dimmer. It's almost like a black veil is been pulled over the sky, blocking light from the sun stars if they're out. Like a perpetual smog almost covering up the light that would otherwise be coming in. It doesn't feel natural, and it's not like anything you've seen before as a cause of the war or anything like that. Something otherworldly at play.
So there's this, almost like this cloud cover, but I can still see sunlight hitting it. It just doesn't really let the light through.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And it feels like it's almost like beyond the clouds.
Yeah. We didn't experience this in Gale at all.
Not that you could tell, because, you know, whenever it was nighttime, you were under like a thick canopy or something similar.
Alright. I'd like to... There are people manning the ship on deck, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever's... If anyone looks to have like any spyglass or like looks to be some kind of lookout, or if there's someone manning the wheel, I'd like to talk to them.
Yeah. So there is definitely someone manning the wheel. They're on the opposite side of the ship from you on the main deck. And there's definitely some crew members. You don't know if they have a spyglass or anything like that, but
Right.
do you want to stop at a crew member, or do you want to go straight to the guy who's at the steering wheel?
I'll go straight to the guy who's on the steering wheel.
Okay.
He probably knows what's up.
Probably, maybe. So you make your way over there.
Yeah, I do. And I'd like to say, is it the captain, or is it just someone who's manning it for him?
Looks to be the captain, the guy who showed up during that scene before, the man who made your sword.
Yes.
I'm back, by the way. I was listening to stream.
Welcome.
So I knew everything's going on.
Welcome.
Yeah, I did just headed down. If I saw anyone, I ignored them. I went to, like I said, the long rest coming up and level up. I need to practice my magics. We had a double level up, so I need that time, boy.
Makes sense.
Right. Well, I'll approach and I'll say, Captain, if I could have a moment of your time.
A moment of my time, and he looks over at you, and you see him, and he kind of has like a recognition on his face. And he's like, "Hey, you're Rolland, right?"
Yes, thank you for remembering. It's good to see you again.
I couldn't forget someone who inspired my dream to come back.
Well, you've certainly been inspiring to me as well. I pat my new sheathed weapon. And I say, the work on this was beautiful. I was just admiring it while I was just familiarizing myself with it, and I'm very happy. Thank you.
Well, no problem. Some people have said I was always a better pilot than I was, a smith. So I appreciate those words, son.
Well, if it breaks, I guess I'll know who to talk to. And then Rolland goes, like,
you get like a
deadpan pause, and then I laugh. Yeah. Anyways, what I wanted to talk to you about was this, and I gesture out forward in front of us, like this unnatural darkness. Has this been happening for some time?
Let's see. Yeah, I've taken a few flights, I guess, recently. Not on the ship, of course, but for leisure, around Gale, and I have noticed that the days have been getting a bit shorter. That hasn't been going on for very long, though.
So this has been progressive.
Yeah, it feels as though in the wintry season when the days get shorter, feels like that.
All daylight saving moron.
But given the time of the year, it's quite strange. It's not normal.
Why would you put?
I also sense this, that it felt unnatural.
You're
a man of the skies. Any insights you have on something like this? I've just
Shooting in the dark.
I find it perplexing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I wish I did. Feels a bit chillier, you know?
Indeed. I'll keep
Bit
my
less,
eye out. Just wanted to see if you knew anything I didn't. Thank you.
No, I'm glad someone else brought it up. You know, it was more just a passing thought in my head. Haven't really heard much talk about it yet, but you know, I'm glad someone else is having it, so it doesn't feel as crazy. You know.
I understand. Let us hope that it does not affect the winds too harshly.
Yeah, this old ship here's been through a lot, you know. So I bet it can handle a few strong winds. Not too bad.
Nevertheless, let us hope for smooth sailing. I'm going to retire for the night.
All right. Well, good night, Rolland.
And to you.
Rest easy.
I'll
You see
I'll
he
start
gets,
heading
like-
down.
Yeah, as you head down, like you see, he's kind of like retraining on the horizon. You do notice they actually looks towards the sun still shining in the sky. This questioning look on his face.
All right.
And Roland, you head down to the hatch, and you're one of the last people on the deck that isn't a crew member. And those who do not stay in the bar would head down to their chambers. Or they'd continue to search for their chambers and find that there is another deck below the deck that the bar is in.
Whoa.
And yeah, I know. And
We have to go deeper.
and there's you know, some. It's not anything crazy. Just some kind of pads and some pillows for you to rest easy on. They look like they're like part of the floor a little bit, like they're glued or something. Then there's just cargo in various places and some side desks and stools and stuff like that. Khanek, you wouldn't find your own room. It would just be kind of like a public sleeping accommodation. Who?
All over a crate.
No.
Yeah. Who
No.
would like to stay in the bar and who would like to kind of turn in?
I'll go to the bar.
Ron will go to the bar.
Okay.
You already know what it is.
Know what I want.
Alex
baby.
is throwing it up. Yeah, so Rolland, Brelikk, Kev, and Alex are all at this bar. And there's a tabaxi kind of sitting on one end.
Oh. I go to the
Damn,
opposite
all.
end.
He's white furred, Matt. No.
Oh, okay, then he's fine. Had enough of Black Paw members, okay? Listen.
Ah!
I would like to go to the other end of the bar.
Yeah. You do so.
We all hate tabaxi now.
This guy was in the bathhouse. That's
see,
why I'm going to the opposite end.
He's got a little glass of milk, and
He's a Black Paw spy, I tell ya.
sipping on it. You imagine it helps keep his coat white. Yeah, the guy who you imagine who would be normally behind the bar is not there right now. Alex, do you take ownership?
I guess so. Can't leave it unattended.
Alex just steps over the bar and then stands behind there, looking at you all expectantly.
I hold out a mug for an ale.
Yeah, I pour of one.
Yeah, Will, you find some
And I'll pay a gold.
some
because
kegs. You find some
I don't
kegs in the
wanna-
back, Will.
I don't want to rob
Yeah.
the tavern of this
And-
this airship.
You would fill up your own, containment unit on your back with ale, and it takes a while to fill it up, and everyone's just kind of watching as he does this, popping open the
Yep.
keg, letting it just flow into his back container, and then the keg is empty, and then he pops the cork off another one and fills with another keg. And
Is Alex at full health now?
he's
Is that
at
how it works?
he's at maximum beer pouring capacity, whatever that means.
Okay.
It would feel good to have the weight back on your back, Alex. It felt wrong when,
I feel more balanced now.
yeah, more sure of yourself. And you pour Brelikk the ale mug, and
I pay my one gold. I don't want to rob this
Take a
bar.
goal and I'll put it in the. I'm assuming I can't get into the register, but I'll put it like next to it.
yeah,
There's a tip jar. You put it in there for now.
and you all kind of share a drink, enjoying the slight sway and momentum changes of the airship. Feels like the alcohol helps to maybe it like counteracts the the unsteadiness of the ship. At least that's what you tell yourself. And the night kind of drones on. It's definitely dark, and there's like little windows, in the bar that look out into the world, as well as down below deck, where you would sleep. And you enjoy your drinks. How many drinks do each of you have, would you say?
Ugh.
Just
How-
one for Rolland. Something
how-
on
how-
the rocks.
I'm
How
gonna roll a
quickly-
d6 for this.
How quickly are you hoping for this journey to pass?
For one, I ask for their finest liqueur.
Oh no,
Like a coffee liqueur?
Not wine.
not one.
Whatever they got. Wine,
A nu-
some a little stronger.
Scotch, brandy, whiskey, you know.
Um,
Ted wants
if we're
top
if we're getting
shelf.
if we're getting fancy, I look at Alex and ask, "Do you see any heritage ale?"
I will look.
You see another unlabeled jug below the counter with a big cork in it, and it just looks like dirty water. And there's like there is a label on it, but there's nothing written on the label. It just
I
looks
see
like
a-
gray, dirty water.
Do I see a pen or
Yeah,
anything to write with?
yeah, there's probably some around.
I will write it on the bottle.
Heritage ale.
Yes.
Okay, you do so.
You hand me the bottle. I go, "Why'd you write on it? It's supposed to be blank."
If you know,
before I-
you know.
Before I give it back to Matt, am I able to?
Yeah, like how much would the bottle be? I guess. Is that what you're asking?
No, I'm trying to see if I can cast something on it to make it good. So it's not disgusting, like trash water. Unless that's what you like.
You would be ruining the taste of home.
All right, well I'll
You're
leave it as
ruining
is. Then.
it.
I'll leave it as
Ruining
is.
it.
Then.
Yeah.
I'll hand you the bottle.
You think prestidigitation would do something like that, but yeah, you do so, and Brelikk takes the jug. Tastes like home, Brelikk. Smells like home first when you uncork it, and then it's the whole experience.
Now, like, people see me like pop it open and chug, and it either elicits the reaction of gag when you see people chug this ale, or just
Yeah.
like people either like full on gag at seeing the water being drank, or just disgust.
Yeah. The smell
And they
hits
down
you.
half the bottle. Yeah.
The smell hits you while you're watching Brelikk, but he looks like he's really enjoying himself.
I'll spend 2 gold on that.
Ale. I've lost my appetite for ale. I'll take a wine.
Okay.
I'll
Like
hand
last-
him the fucking goddamn wine. Disprovingly, yes, he knows
Thank
I do
you.
not appreciate wine.
How much does this cost?
Roll a D100 and find out.
There's not really prices right now, so
Yeah.
we're kind of
Well, then I
putting
pay
down
you
whatever
nothing.
you feel like. Whatever
Yeah.
you feel like it's worth is what you
Literally
You guys are
picking up
just-
a random bottle of wine is like
Whatever-
rolling a D100
Whatever I feel like it's
on
worth.
price.
I taste it, Harry. Does it taste earthy? Is it good?
There's a full body to it.
Oh, okay.
It's got that earthy tone to it.
It's a red.
I don't get the joke.
For the bottle, I'll put down 2 gold.
Okay. And you do all of this mindlessly, enjoying your drinks and alcoholic beverages as you remember the halfling who was tied to the mast for doing something similar. But you do so, and no one really seems to stop you this time around. Maybe you're just having a lucky night, And the tabaxi,
I think.
in the bar doesn't look like he minds. He finishes his milk and wipes his whiskers, and without saying a word, he kind of looks to all of you having your conversations and drinking your favorite drinks, and he kind of licks his nose and then gets up from his stool and goes to turn in for the night. I'm going to assume that anyone who doesn't turn in for the night is going to pass out at the bar, except for Alex.
After finishing my drinks, I will tip Alex. I'll tip Alex 2 gold.
Oh. Yeah, well, you got a good thing
And,
going here.
I know. Give me more.
You just adopt a profession and then get the other player characters to pay you for your service.
Respectable gentlemen.
I think it's the only profession the players would be willing to pay the player for, being the bartender.
Could be. Is there anything anyone wants to do before turning in for the night? While you're in your respective locations, Khanek, you were saying you wanted to do some magic stuff before, but maybe with all these...
that's more just like flavor, because it's like
Oh, yeah.
it technically takes time to do magic stuff, but we leveled up, so
Yeah.
that's what I
You self-reflect and you find understanding in your reflection.
You bet your ass I do.
And you see into the future and you identify what you will
Bet
know
your ass
next.
I do. That's how I decide what spells to prepare, is by seeing into the future. Then I know
Jesus Christ,
what
Will.
ones should I prepare for the day.
You like that kind
Oh.
And as Khanek, everyone around you's kind of getting ready to turn in. Some people are already laying down. You do note that there are what look like little intercom or PA speakers kind of lined throughout the corners of the rooms of the ship, and you hear like a little bit of feedback, like as one of them, the one in the lower decks and up in the bar, turns on, and a voice comes through from the captain.
Good evening, everyone. This is your captain speaking. Captain Klaus, for the record. Aldous, I'll let you all get to sleep here briefly, but before that, I wanted to make a couple of comments about our upcoming voyage, or current voyage. We'll be passing by a couple of countries, all of which we offer our services to, kingdoms, rather. First one being Cistern. If you don't know, Cistern is actually the oldest settlement on Bedlam, and Prince Anodyne is the current leader after his father passed the throne to him. We also have Forlorn. And for those of you who don't know, Forlorn is actually an empire of ancient evil, which uses necromancy to raise the dead. The Dragonborn, along with the Kobold and Reborn, have truly forsaken this world.
Wait, aren't we flying over Forlorn right now?
You're flying past it.
Yeah, you're flying. You're flying.
So we're not
past-
gonna get shot out of its air
No.
territory.
Oh,
Did I
probably
just
not.
imagine there's like dragons flying around Forlorn, ready to shoot us out of their air territory or some bullshit? Like,
Oh my god.
fucking.
And I have not seen Katal, the emperor of this kingdom, but for those of you who don't know, he's actually this evil serpent-like Dragonborn with 2 heads, actually.
What
I-
the fuck?
He's also
I didn't
evil.
know that.
Now, now,
I'd
are
just
we
like
guys
to
a
insight
two-headed
this.
serpent?
I'd like the insight if this guy's just pulling the shit out of his ass or something.
Yeah, insight.
I nudge a random guy next to me that's at the bar. Why
Yeah,
the
sure.
fuck is he telling us this?
It's like I didn't realize this was a fucking tour boat. Jesus fucking Christ.
He's a new pilot. I don't think they do it the way that they used to.
22, Harry.
Yeah.
22.
You feel like there's probably some embellishment.
Okay.
In terms of how people, view the world, he's probably, like most people, certain on some things, but then a little bit off on other things. Definitely sounds unbelievable, but, anything's possible in Rapture.
And we'll also be flying by Bedlam on this voyage. Not much is known about Bedlam, even after 1,000 years, but it is said to be ruled by a sultan. No one outside of Bedlam knows who the sultan is, but, some have claimed that there is no ruler at all. Some of those people being me. Bedlam never has an official army, so no kingdom ever makes it a priority to attack it, leaving it to be one of the only kingdoms, actually, on Rapture, to be largely unaffected by the war. And
we're flying
somehow...
in between 2 of the most evil fucking countries in the world.
Somehow always able to evade the eyes of the rest of the world. Next up, we have Safeguard, our destination of today on this voyage, and actually ruled by Seraph Vandeus. Now, next to Catal, he is one of the oldest rulers of any kingdom. Actually, the oldest ruler of a kingdom in Rapture. A famed general who fights on the front lines of his own battles. Safeguard also is the only kingdom who has not allowed their territory to fall into the hands of Forlorn. Best known for their defensive tactics in Safeguard.
Roland takes a
And-
sip of his drink.
And probably the main reason why Forlorn has not yet won the war. Though you all may want to mind yourselves while in the city of Safeguard, Captain Klaus here wishes you that the rule of law there can be rather unforgiving at times. So be sure to always follow the law.
Wear your seatbelts.
And with that, I will be tuning out for the night. It should be a nice, easy trip.
What time is it, by the way, Harry?
It's probably like 11.
I imagine this is like on flights when you're trying to sleep and then
Yeah.
some people won't shut the fuck up. It's like,
No, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's like, this is your captain speaking. I have some things to say at the most.
It's a
interesting-
45
Well,
minute
what else did I have? Oh, yeah.
Will, you're hitting the nail on the noggin there. That's exactly how it is. When
45
you're trying to go
minute,
to
45 minute going. Someone's trying to sleep in the room, and he's like, and let me tell you a fun fact.
Good
My
morning.
child has turned 14
Dude.
today. It is their birthday. Everyone wish Matthew a happy birthday. It's like, Jesus Christ. shut
that is
up.
literally how it is on an overnight flight. There's this stupid fucking announcement before lights out, and then you're abruptly woken up by the
Yeah.
"Good morning, passengers."
After the intercom fades out, and he's wished you all sweet dreams. Some of you are at the bar, some of you are in the sleeping area, whatever the case, you all drift off to sleep to the slight rocking and momentum changes of the airship as it moves through the calm sky. Some sweet dreams are had.
I wanted to scream so bad.
Who's this listening to this?
some stirring, like that kind of stirring at night where you never wake up fully, but you feel kind of uncomfortable a little bit just because of the circumstances and just because of like I don't know, some atmospheric changes, maybe, in terms of pressure and stuff like that. But, Khanek, down in the sleeping area, you would, fully wake up in the middle of the night, feel like your feet are very cold, and the blanket or whatever it is you're using to sleep, however it is you're sleeping, is not doing a good job at keeping you warm, and your lips are very, very dry, the only thing sticking out of your bandages. And people in the bar will say, Kev, Brelikk is like fully passed out from just chugging his heritage ale. He's
Sound asleep.
He's sound asleep. Kev, you wake up with the wine, you're a little bit of drool on the bar, and you're awoken by the sounds of like dum 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 dum.
Is this a normal sound that I've heard before?
They're coming from like, yeah, Khanek, you would be hearing it too. Coming from outside on the hull of the ship.
Fuck.
Wine bottle in hand. I walk out.
Walk out where?
Or
Am
I
I
walk
considered-
upstairs.
Am I rested now or no?
Oh, yeah, is that considered
Yes.
a rest?
It would be considered a long rest. It's still in the middle of the night, but yeah. Everyone can long rest.
Hoggers.
Harry, a logistical question.
Yes. Logistical cannon.
So Brelikk, the Griffin.
It's Barack.
Yes.
So Brelikk the Griffin, does he have is there space for him below deck, or is he basically like he kind of has to stay up top?
Yeah. He would have to be up top.
Okay.
And he would probably have been tied down. You probably would have tied him to the ship so that he could, like, just sleep or whatever.
Okay.
Without
Like he is
worrying
like
about
a tether essentially.
Yeah, a tether. Yeah, exactly. And Kev, you turn to head up these stairs back onto the main deck. You're kind of stumbling a little bit, you know, a little bit of wine. What's it called? Stained on your cheek. And you like lift up your foot to put it on the stair, and then you put your foot down, like, because you lose your balance a little bit, and then you lift up your foot again, and you put it on the stair of the ship, and immediately the entire ship lurches left. Can everyone make me dex saves?
No
I'm
problem, Harry.
assuming mine with disadvantage
Yeah,
because
if
I'm
you're
sound
if you're,
asleep.
if you're sleeping, then yeah.
Does being
Doesn't
drunk-
matter. I got a natural one.
You can have disadvantage if you want to, Kev.
Okay.
Real quick, hold on, wait,
You know, honestly, I have
does
disadvantage.
this
Let's see if I can do it a
change
second
anything?
time.
Harry. I have the alert feed.
He can't be surprised.
Perfect.
Oh, while you were conscious. Never mind.
Idiot.
Shit
You
feet.
fucking
Shit
moron.
feet.
Shit
Shit
fuck.
feet.
Wait, that is kind of dumb. What the?
That is pretty dumb.
I want to sleep with my eyes open with alert.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious.
Love the new profile picture, Will. Great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, Harry, I want
I
to say
agree.
very cool on the icons for the weapons.
Oh yeah. Glad you like it.
Not
Now tell me how
circumspect,
fucked I
mean,
am.
Yeah, so you feel, everyone feels sleeping or otherwise, maybe those who were sleeping have like one of those weird falling moments in the dream where they're like pushed off a stool and like they're like whoa, and then when you
Whoa.
when you make contact with something physically, you're gonna wake up. But the airship itself feels like it turns like 45 degrees sideways as there's a lurch and a groan. You hear sounds like the groan of like a metal framework from the Zeppelin above. Everyone who rolled essentially tumbles to the left side, or lurches left, the right side of the ship. And you all kind of like pile onto the walls and windows.
Utah.
All right, I think he's
Yeah.
good now. Oh, yeah.
You all pile onto the walls and windows of the side of the ship, and there's like boxes like flying at you. Some of you just woke up like Brelikk. You're like still bleary-eyed, like trying to like understand what's happening, and immediately just like a small like box comes and like hits you in the face and just splinters in all directions. And you're completely awake now. And Khanek, down in the lower decks, you see just everyone. You're on like the side of the ship that would have to fall toward the the lurch, and then other people are just right next to it, and they just roll into it, and they're like, "Oh, what's going on?" And they're like all piling into each other. All of the weight thrown to this one side, as the floor, like it's like 30 seconds of this this chaos of things just flying everywhere, and you flying to one side of the ship and the ship groaning and lurching. It doesn't sound good. You feel the floor leave your feet.
Earner.
You are in a free fall.
Continuous free fall?
Wait, like to the outside the we're outside the ship free fall?
No, you're in the ship. The ship is falling, and your feet leave the ground.
Okay. I immediately
let's see
look
this here.
for an exit.
Oh, oh shit! Is this a bad idea? I don't know.
Harry, did anything crazy happen due to the natural one?
Harry, do I see any exits?
Anything crazy happy due to the natural one? You're at the bar, Rolland, right? No, you. Well, yeah. I mean, you probably would have flown toward the window during the lurch, and it's not a big window. It's like one of those circular like ship windows. And your head flies,
No.
smashes into the window, so that your head is kind of like outside of the ship. And
my head, I'm looking sort of on the lower side now, right?
Yeah.
Of the ship.
And
Okay.
and the G-force of the ship is kind of like keeping you in place with your head just outside the ship. Like you put your arms and
Is the
like
ship spinning?
you would be pushing against the you look outside and the thanks, John. And the
No problem.
You look outside and you do see like the world spinning around you, as a massive chunk of ice hits you in the face.
Wait, we're getting hit by like air Titanic? What the fuck?
Hail, hail.
It's like
this
a
is
massive.
like air Titanic. We got hit by an air iceberg. What is this shit?
You take two cold. You take 2 cold damage, Cannon, as as the little chunk of hail just smashes you in the face, and you're suddenly
then I
very
find
aware
something useful.
of all of the of all the snow flurrying. It's an absolute blizzard outside.
I mean, that's if I remember. I mean, Safeguard's pretty cold, right?
right. Well, you know
Yeah,
that it's seasonal for Safeguard. It should be raining
seasonal.
this time of year.
All right,
Okay.
so
I sit there with my head
Khanek,
outside the
you're
fucking
looking-
ship, and I think, oh man, the weather's kind of weird. What the fuck?
I'm stuck underground, which is unfortunate.
That's a natural
what
reaction.
What I'll do, because I'm stuck underground, is I'll simply go overground. I'm gonna dimension door to the surface of the airship.
Yeah.
outside.
Wait, the airship is falling, right?
I don't give a shit.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
dimension door
Is
to
it-
the
would-
outside.
Would Khanek's ability to comprehend space right now be altered? Is there a chance that he'll teleport up, but it's not the way he thinks is up?
I would teleport wherever the opposite of gravity is, basically. Like,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, Jack takes out his pendulum and then sees
No,
which
like,
way this.
my feet leave the ground, right? But I can still tell the way I'm falling. Like I'm still feeling the free
Right.
fall. I'm still falling a certain direction.
Mm-hmm.
Even without orientation to the ship itself, the ship could be moving in whatever like rotation it wants. You still have the ability to know like where gravity's coming from because of your vestibular cochlear like stones. In your ears.
What a
You just made that
nerd.
up.
Jack, chill.
The otoliths.
You heard him, DM. He knows which way's up. You better not
dimension
fuck it up.
door up. No, and yeah, you
You're
do
in the
so.
balloon.
And you pass past the deck with the bar, past the main deck of the ship, and you find yourself free falling in the air.
I
And
look
the
around
ship.
me. Do I see any mountains, or do I see like fucking like iceberg that has hit us, and we're in air Titanic?
Well, it's really dark for you, unless you have dark vision.
Yeah, sadly, I do not have.
Oh
dark
no.
You feel a chunk of hail smash you, though this chunk of hail does not feel.
Oh wait, no, Harry, I do have dark vision now because of the third eye thing.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
shit.
teasing me.
That by default I.
All right, make a deck save. As you appear, and a barn-sized,
I'm gonna use my portent for this.
a
17.
barn-sized chunk of hail flies out of your dark vision range, and into your dark vision range, and is coming
Yeah.
right at you. 17.
Yeah, I use portent for this 17.
Yeah. So
Captain comes out. He's like, we had a slip. We actually teleported to the elemental plane of ice.
I've foreseen this.
whoopsies. This is your captain speaking. We are going down.
We're fucked.
We are experiencing some minor turbulence on this ride.
Better pilot my ass.
And the so it's coming at you. You brace yourself from getting hit by it, and you're able to cushion, like you're able to like kind of carry its momentum into yours, and then you're able to like kind of climb down it and then let it just pass over you as you continue your free fall unhurt, but very much awake and disoriented because of the situation you're in. The ground is approaching.
And as a reaction, I featherfall myself.
Rapidly, and you featherfall. It's right after you get off of that large chunk of hail that you see the ground. The ship is probably like 50 feet away from, like the bottom of the ship is probably 50 feet away from it, and you featherfall yourself, and you hear just this immense crunch of
Sorry,
wood
guys. You guys all died, but
and,
I'll live on.
When do I get to move?
You guys are all dead.
Well,
Same.
it's
Sorry, guys. You guys all died.
I'm
Were we
plan.
doing some kind of turn order here? I was just kind of letting Jack narratively do his thing.
Yeah.
all right. Matt, what
Sorry.
do you want to do right before it
Yeah.
hits the
Okay.
ground?
I have a plan. I'm going to bonus action rage immediately.
No physical damage for this guy.
I'm going to rage
This
against
is,
the fall.
this is all something that, this is all something that takes place
We're
very
surrounded by-
quickly, which is why it was only
I had one
Cool, I'll
turn of
take-
things I could do. That's what I did.
Yeah,
Cool,
so
I'd
we're, like
take the-
begin to like shine with like these lights as like this rave is like as you're being like flood around like inside this cabin basically, but it's like a rave right now with like lights
Cool.
going everywhere.
Cool. I take out the immovable rod.
You're gonna crash through the hole though, so you're gonna.
That
take the
might make
equivalent
it
of
worse,
That's
all
why
buddy.
I'm
Matt, you're
raging,
mad.
Jack.
Matt,
Matt,
you know
you're
how
gonna take full
easy it
damage
is for an
regardless.
object this large to create 1,000 pounds of force. You are going to lose, and a random bird is gonna die one day.
Listen, the plan is to break through, just through the top of the ship.
Yeah.
You're gonna. Oh, Matt's gonna
How-
click the rod. It's going to fucking break through, and he's gonna unclick it when he gets to the surface.
Exactly. That's the plan.
so it can hold up to 8,000 pounds of weight.
Did I get a good
Well, the
look
thing is,
of the
rod is just gonna
balloon?
puncture through the hole of the ship though, because it's
Yeah.
a small rod.
And
The
it's
amount of
also-
pressure it'll do. It'll just...
I know that the whole of the ship is just wood,
Mhm.
but
it'll-
did I get a good look at the balloon? Like, what was the balloon made out of?
The balloon was made out of kind of
Yeah.
like a strong leather compound with like metal framing going around it.
Cool. The rod is gonna go first, and I'm gonna hang on like this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hang on like a.
Good
that-
luck, Matthew.
That certainly
Meh.
works. You will take.
I see no other way. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
gonna press the
we'll go
button.
over that. Yeah, you
I'm
press
gonna press the button.
and you smash through the main deck of the ship, flying up, kind of like almost toward where Khanek is, but Khanek would pass you on the way down. The Kev, what are you up to?
Anybody that's in the bar that
Yeah.
wants to go into my ring is now in my ring.
Wow.
That is also a solution.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Kev holds out his ring to the people in the bar. Alex and Rolland, you are able to unwedge your head from the window eventually, and you see, and your face is like bright red from the cold.
Okay, I'd like to fucking pull my just head back into the ship if I can.
Yeah, yeah.
I roll over. Has anyone fallen down to this wall with me?
Well, so
Yes.
Okay.
Alex probably would have. Well,
I say.
Alex would have slid down there. Yeah.
You also
Okay,
need
I
to
just-
save the console as well.
No, I roll over to Alex immediately, and I fucking like grab onto his chest somehow, like anything I can just grab onto him, and I just say, "You're willing," and I cast Dimension Door, and I shove him through.
Yeah, we're not going to Mike's ring.
yeah, you guys can all come in my ring. That's
Yeah.
what I. If you want to.
Oh wait, I don't know if my Griffin can carry Alex.
I am a brick.
I don't know if you have enough time to get on your griffin.
You don't have enough time to think about.
Well, no,
this. Make a
I have Dimension
decision
Door.
and go. Make a
Just get in the
decision and go.
ring. Get in
Yeah.
the ring.
Everyone does what would be. I think Rolland.
Okay.
Because the logical
Okay.
thing is all of us would go inside the ring, but we're not basing it off like, oh, we have a bunch of time to decide. My character's free falling. He's like, fuck this, dimension door
Okay,
out.
if
Yeah.
with
I
the-
was
with
nowhere
the
near the bar, so I wouldn't be there.
to
Oh, lucky man.
Whoever
to the
was-
thing. I'm
whoever was
going.
in the
No, no, no.
bar,
I'm going
you
to leave Alex behind, and I'm going to teleport to my griffin alone.
Okay.
What a douche.
I can't leave him.
You teleport
Yes,
to
you
your.
can. You can
griffin.
literally just revive your griffin. by
Oh,
using
wait,
the
wait,
spell.
wait, wait. No, no, no. Harry, Can I just have like?
Oh my god,
two-
this is like so long
Alright.
of decisions.
Alright,
So
Harry,
Rolland is
I
like-
forgot. Okay, no. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm saying like Alex.
I forgot.
Get it in
as
the
he
ring,
crashes into the
and then
ground.
as an action, no. As an action, I dismiss my griffin, so that
This
he
is
doesn't
like
have to
when
die.
John forgot his child in the like fucking necromancy thing. He's like, oh shit, I forgot my child.
Why would the Griffin
Harry,
be dead
Harry.
right now?
Yeah.
As an well, because like it can't desummon itself, and it's tethered to the ship.
Oh.
So as an action, I
Yeah.
dismiss it,
You dismiss it.
and then
you can feel its presence disappear.
I'll just
and-
like telepathically say to it, it's like you'll be back soon, like, and then
By
And then the
myself.
ship
then I'll-
crashes.
yeah, and then I just fucking I fucking rush towards the ring with, and
Whoa.
hopefully if I need to, I can help Alex
I
It's not like
think.
a fucking door. You just
I-
teleport into the ring.
Yeah, I think.
with the dimension door. Oh, okay.
No.
No,
the
I-
ring just got a
Cannon, I think you
there.
made your choice.
I think you're
I
late.
think you have made your choice to save your griffin, and Mike has already used his ring thing, and now it might be
Oh.
too late, and you have killed yourself.
No.
Dude, one action that's less than 6 seconds. You're telling me I have less than 6 seconds to
no,
make this decision?
it's Mike's action. Mike's action is taking us inside, so it's not
Oh,
Cannon's
okay.
action. Yeah.
So you
he's
see
dead.
them disappear into the ring, and it clatters to the floor of the bar. Roland, you have 6 seconds before the ship meets the ground.
Well, I can dismiss my my griffin across dimensions technically because of how it's worded. So it doesn't matter when I do it. I'm just going to do it before it hits the ground.
Yeah. Okay. You dismiss the griffin.
Yep.
And for those who it would go your vision would go black, Roland, and Khanek is falling. Khanek, you feather fall slowly to the ground.
Wait, hold on. Did Cannon make it in the ring or not?
No.
Yeah, he made it.
Wait. He
Oh
did?
wait, what?
What? He should have made
I thought
it. What?
you said he did or something.
Yes.
Okay, then he does. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You were saying it's based on Mike's action. It made it sound like Mike was using it
Did
like
his
right
thing
then.
already.
He was
Because
saying
he was making that
saying
split decision. He
I
wasn't
was
waiting
saying
for
no.
Will
I
was
was
making
saying
the argument that
because
I'm
Jack
not
was
using-
yeah.
Okay.
Because Jack was saying that Cannon couldn't make it because he used his action to dismiss the Griffin. I was like,
No,
well,
no, I
Mike's
wasn't saying
action.
use his action. I said like Cannon went back and forth on so many things that like in character he's
No,
like
yeah.
he'd be fucked
No,
already.
nah,
If we're
he's
going
fine.
off, like in character.
He's fine. We've never pressed people on decisiveness.
Okay.
Brock is dead.
Then he would have made it, and then you three are in the ring. Khanek feather falls to the ground. Brelikk is on an immovable rod, 50 feet off the ground. And
would've-
How are you getting
I
down,
would've-
Baeon?
I would be like clicking and unclicking the button over and over, just sort of like American Ninja Warrior, just like
we can pretend Katsu's in the ring as well, right, guys?
Legit,
Dude, he's
just
gonna-
cheat codes.
He's gonna die.
Can we pretend
mean-
Katsu and the console are also in the ring?
cheat codes.
If the console was at the bar,
yes.
then he could be at the ring.
Katsu's in the
Alright,
ring.
cool. Katsu and the console.
No.
Yeah.
What?
If he
You
wasn't at
weren't
the
with
bar,
the console. What do you mean
Yes,
what?
within 30 feet.
You didn't say
Katsu
anything to the
has to
console.
die.
since
It's
you've been on
fine.
the
It's
boat.
fine.
Yeah.
Brelikk would take damage from
We're not gonna win
impact with
everything.
The ship, right,
Yes.
Harry?
Brelikk
Oh,
would take
yeah.
half damage because he's so.
Raging.
like Brelik's arms would be like.
So that's half of
believe our
half of
NPC is
50,000,
getting
right?
Damage.
No, it's not that high up. It's 500 feet is the number we decided on.
Realistically, that could have went way worse, Brelikk, because you could
Yeah.
have
What kind
of
like several cabins or
what
something.
what kind of damage is it, DM?
You would
D&D
take
says 1d6 per 10 feet. Am I right?
yes. So it was gonna be 50d6, but you take 25d6. And
How much? What kind of damage is it?
bludgeoning?
So it'll be
but
So,
that's already half.
Resistance,
They're already accounting for that.
Yeah, they're already accounting for resistance.
95. All right, cool.
You
Holy
barely-
shit.
We could roll the other 25d6 if you want, Matt.
I
You
am
can have that.
still alive.
Holy
As
shit.
Brelikk just punctures
I'm at 46
through
HP.
the main
That's
deck
insane,
of the
Brelikk
Matt.
ship.
took like 2/3 of his HP and damage. We just see this bloody pulp in the sky hanging onto this like rod.
What happens if we had no like abilities to like save ourselves?
You
guys just
die.
murder us all right there. That's like
Yeah, get fucked. Campaign reset.
You'll never
baby.
know. You made a different decision.
Jesus Christ.
Campaign reset, baby.
It's not like you've never played in a WAD campaign before, Will.
Yeah. Guys, I killed all my players with an airship. Isn't that crazy?
No, that's Michael. Wrong
That's
guy.
Michael.
Yeah, I know. I know.
He knows who it is.
Brelikk, while you're doing this American Ninja Warrior shit with your immovable rod,
Yeah.
What the fuck?
the you just feel like the cutting wind of the cold, all of the hail. They're like daggers, like slicing against your skin as you go down. You feel like you want to find like shelter to cover yourself in as soon as possible, and it's
When I see
easy
Khanek
enough.
while I'm like,
Yeah, you saw me
Yeah.
falling down.
So you kind of both will say meet the ground around the same time as Khanek. You are on the main deck of the ship, and you see Brelikk like hop, 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 yep, lands on the ground next to you, and he looks like he's just like been through the floor and back because he has. But
Jesus.
totally worth it.
yes, it would seem as though the ship has crashed.
I'm a better pilot than I am.
I'm pretty shit both.
And
Roland talked to
you
him
know
back
that
into becoming a
everyone
pilot,
else
too.
was probably, you don't know if everyone else in your group was able to get out of the ship on time. Do you go searching?
Roland will.
Yeah.
Well,
I searched for the
searching.
console.
you're in the ring, Roland.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
Search for the
console.
console.
No way, the console. Oh,
It,
Search
if
for
he's
the console.
right.
I must find our NPC.
So you're looking for
we're-
the NPC over your party members, is what you're telling me?
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
You do.
Well, I
so.
see Brelikk. He's the most
Yes.
important one. Now I need to go find the console.
Yeah. No, he's right. The main character's been accounted for.
Yeah, the main character is accounted for. He's alive. Now I search for the console.
Brelikk, as you were going down from your, your your descent, you were able to get a good visual of what was happening, or what the scene was, which is that it looks like the ship was crashed into a very large snowbank, which
You literally got Titanic.
has
we
definitely
got Titanic.
has definitely caused a lot of damage to the ship, but you feel as though the ship is not as destroyed as it could be, because of where it landed. You see
How visible is my hole?
your hole. Oh, from the ship, it's pretty big. It's like a
Oh.
Brelikk shaped, like.
You know what he meant.
Yeah, I know. Wait, kind of. I was like, Khanek, as
Vaping.
yeah, thank you. As you're coming down, Khanek, you see in the blimp part of the ship a massive tear, the size of probably like a building, through the balloon and through the metal framework. It's all dented inward and messed up. You imagine that a piece of ice a very large piece of ice must have punctured the the Zeppelin. You both reach the ground and you go to look for. Khanek looks for the console. Who are you looking for, Brelikk?
I will look for any surviving passengers and fellow PCs.
Mm-hmm. You go below deck and search the bar for which you were in the bar with them, but you had a different decision, which is fine.
I went to bed.
All good, baby.
And you look around, you don't see him. So you continue on down into the hull, or the
Yeah.
Yes. The lower deck. And Khanek, you're looking for this console, kind of middle deck, lower deck. And you don't see him. But you make it to the You round back to the top deck of the ship after quickly moving through, and yeah, no, that's fine. You would round it back to the top deck of the ship, and you wouldn't have heard anything, but you get to the helm of the ship, up the stairs, where the captain once was, and the helm is not completely, but spattered with guar and black goo. You can hear sizzling eating through the floorboards of the helm.
God fucking.
And
we got terrorismed.
There looks like a clear trail from the safety rails of the ship that are dissolved, splintered, and destroyed, compared to, places that it's more intact, and the steering mechanism on the ship. You don't see the captain or the console.
There remains either?
Nope. No corpses.
So we see, while me and Khanek are going through this entire airship, we see literally nothing, like a complete ghost airship right now.
Well, you see people. I was gonna get back to you, Brelikk. You go down to the lower decks, and you
How
would
dead
see
do these people look?
Couple of gruesome things. You'd see. I mean, there's a wide variety of injuries going on. Much of the bottom floor of the ship has been splintered, and the floor was replaced by snow. And looks as though a couple of lucky passengers and crew members fell into this powdered snow, and it's cushioned some of their falls, whereas others were not so lucky, and namely one white-furred tabaxi in particular, you see
use his deck save feature
stained with red from one of the large cargo crates that crashed
His body for Blackpaw
into his chest, into his entire body. It's like lodged into him, smashing his head against the side of the ship. and he's just kind of stuck there. And whereas other people you can see stirring, groans, you imagine probably about 60 percentages, 3/5 of the passengers down in the below decks are dead completely. Others are wounded, minor or severely. And it doesn't look like they were as lucky as you guys were. So they are there, and you see one flight crew member, you know, he was like unconscious, beak down, slumped over against the bottom of the hull, and he just water. And
I bring out my my water skin.
Yeah,
Bring it over to him.
you do so. And feels normal. You hand it over to him. He takes it. He holds it up. You don't see anything come out.
I give him
It's like
shit.
and then he
I
just
give him-
tosses
I
it
give
to the
him-
side at your feet.
I give him some of the bottomless jar of healing honey.
Yeah, you do so. It's still
Instead.
viscous and
Yeah. This should help
He-
with the pain.
he for the record, it felt like your water skin had water in it. And then when he tipped it, nothing came out. It wasn't like it was empty, just to clarify that.
Uh-huh. Gotcha.
And he takes some of the honey and yeah, heals a good amount.
Wow.
And
1 in a 10.
he takes a breath. As you see, it's like some of the wounds visibly heal through his feathers. Where is the captain?
We don't know where the captain is.
And he looks around at all of like the destruction. He looks like he's despairs a little bit. And then his eyes refocus. And he says, I'll tend to the wounded. And he stands and kind of like adjusts his shoulder. You hear like a little crack, and then he like steps forward down the hall to go toward the first person that he sees that's stirring, seemingly still alive. And you see he's got a little bit of like humming magic comes out of his wingtips. Kev. And
I would go and check in with Khanek.
Yeah. Kev and company. You're in this ring. How long do you wait before you get out of this ring? You can still hear things, so like you can hear the creaking of the ship's like foundation like settling in the snow. You hear like some dangerous creaks before, and then some collapses, but after some time, it sounds like everything is settled.
I feel like once everything's settled, we'd hop out.
Yeah.
Try to pick up the pieces of what's left.
Of people, yeah, for sure.
You bloop.
You guys can get out of here. I'll stay in here. Just pick up the ring.
I grab you, Kev.
I will wave my hand, and you both will teleport out the ring.
He can do that.
Damn.
You too?
Yeah, Rolland and
he's-
Alex.
Both of you.
Oh, okay.
He's a pussy. He's a staying in his room.
And I'll go to the bar,
Yeah.
frantically tripping over couches and shit.
Yeah, and as if like triggered by your presence at the bar. Oh, what's happening out there, Kev? You don't look like you're holding up too good.
Ever since I joined these fuckers, nothing but pain. fuck is going on? And I reach for a bottle of something.
Kev.
And I drink myself.
You find your Xanax to calm you down.
The genie from behind the counter floats a goblet toward you with a bottle of wine, dumping into the goblet as it kind of rests at in front of you on the bar. He's like, you just have to take it slow sometimes, just one step at a time. That's all it is.
Right. But I can't. Everything's happening so fast.
It's a different world for you, Kev. I mean, you've been so mellow. Is this really your kind of gig?
No. But I believe in you. And I feel like I have to do this. I'm crying, by the way.
Whoa, Kev. Just listen. We got each other. That's what matters.
Yeah.
I depend on you. You depend on me. I'll get you through this because I believe that you can get through this. You dig?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
Thanks,
drink the
Jamie.
wine. Drink the wine, Kev.
That's a really weird codependency in this bottle. This ring.
The other two pop out of the ring, and you all meet up with Brelikk, who's coming up from the lower decks. And he looks like he's on a mission to keep going up and up and up. So, you see him, he's a familiar face, he's alive. He looks banged up, like you remember him torpedoing through the roof of the ship, not too long before you went into the ring. You accompany him to go visit Khanek. Alex and Rolland.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I would sift through, but to be honest, I'm not super hopeful. So like, Roland is like,
I'm assuming.
go-
Sorry.
No, you're good. I look at Brelikk and I say, "Let us search through. You literally just took the force of an entire ship to your face. Go sit down. Start resting."
No. There's something's going on.
There's just too much to do.
Brelikk, I grab him by the shoulders. I'm like, "You're probably concussed. Go sit down. When you can think clearly, you'll be of more help."
Want to make a con save, Brelikk?
I'm fine. Sure, I'll make the con save.
2/3 health damage. I'm fine.
He seems like he could keep going, but there is truth to Roland's words. He might be concussed.
Would you know, DM?
I just think it's funny, like, imagine the imagery of, like, Brelikk walking up the stairs, like, battered and bloodied. Like, he's basically got, like, scratches from the ship along his arms. He's probably, like, pieces of the ship still in him. And Roland's, like, walking up to him, like, What's wrong, Brelikk? And he's just like, something is wrong. With, like, a blood frenzy rage.
Yeah.
Well, the rage is already
raging,
the rage is ended by now because it only lasts a minute. So it's like,
okay.
yeah.
Also, if he
Bloodshot
doesn't
eyes,
take
then, in
damage,
my
or
mind.
damage ends.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So the three of you, seems like Brelikk is being stubborn, but the three of you move up to the upper decks, up the splintered ladder stairs that are barely, you know, intact, that creak under Alex's weight. And we'll say they snap and break off after Alex gets to the top. And you see a similar scene to what was described before of tundras beyond your vision. It's very dark, but you can hear the sound of hail pelting the ship, and also wings flapping as you look off the ship. On the cusp of your vision, you can see Arakocra forms flapping around, gathering the debris of the ship and, you know, piling it to kind of keep everything to
Create a
begin.
mess.
Yeah, I guess. And you hear like chattering teeth coming from the main deck as there's this please. Get me out of here. There's you note that the mast of the ship has been completely halved, cut in half, and it's probably laying around in the tundras somewhere. But the lower half has the halfling tied to the lower half of the mast with rope.
Anyone have mending?
He's got this blue face, cracked lips, probably frostbitten. You see like a little bit of a waxy texture on his skin.
I cut him down.
You take your sword and just, as he lands, like, hands first, kneeling on the deck, he kind of, thank you.
Go and find the others. Get yourself checked out.
I gonna wanna check the helm. So, I saw some wild shite over there.
What happened at the helm?
What did you see?
His expression, you know, like dilates, his eyes dilate a little bit, and his lips kind of like quivering as he tries to like form words from their frozenness. Like he can't more contort them or anything. It's just like frozen lips going up and down.
I light a torch.
Yeah, you do so, and it brightens up the storm. The wind pushes the flame of the torch a direction, but it is very, very, very cold, to reiterate this. And you would have taken your water skin back from that guy down below deck, and when you looked at the water skin, everything in it was frozen.
Yeah.
And the blubbering halfling, blue-skinned now from the frostbite. Where's this picture? Doesn't have a smirk on his face anymore. Looks like he's despairing quite a bit, but he says, I saw some kind of monster grab that captain bastard, dragging him off the ship out into the snow.
Which way?
Some fella in blue garbs. He chased after him.
Fuck.
Fuck.
tried to stop it from happening.
I give a gear out level.
Did he just say
Fuck.
he tried to stop it from happening?
The elf tried to stop it from happening. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But alas, I was tied up to this fucking mast.
I would have done something great. I wouldn't I?
I would have taken the fight right to his kisser. I would have. No.
Which way?
Which way?
He just like sticks his arm out, his short halfling arm, and then points in the direction of. He points in a direction. Survival check if you know which direction it is.
All right, I'll cast.
Yes,
Or I'll do
someone
it.
up.
Did somebody
got a
pick up the
plus-
ring?
Remember, we have a +1 because of the blessing of Ivos.
Which ring, Mike?
Yeah.
Fuck.
My ring.
Oh,
Okay, my
your ring?
survival was good.
Oh.
That's what matters.
I think Alex would have
Okay.
dropped it in his cash drawer.
Damn, Khanek.
Harry, I would like to say, I don't know if you have, I'm, if you want me to wait a second, I can, but I'm gonna try and cast Sending to to not the captain, but the guy who chased after him. The what's his name? What do we call him?
Consul Corinth.
Yeah, the Consul of Corinth.
Yeah, you can certainly try. What's the range of sending?
There is no range. It crosses dimensions.
Oh, then you're good.
It's handy.
Yeah.
I can post it. It's a 3rd level spell though, so
Yes. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. What would
What
you like
spell?
to say? Sending.
Sending.
What? Didn't we ban that spell?
Did we?
Pretty
I know you
sure
banned
we
fly.
Did in Lost Magic.
It might be.
Good. Please check for me.
It might be because in the world of Rapture, the spell was outlawed because in
Sending is
conditions.
not
No, it's fine.
banned.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be
then
fine.
we're
It's
good.
fine if I don't
banned.
have it.
Yeah,
Banned
yeah.
spells are gate.
No,
plane
we
shift,
thought about it.
teleport.
We thought
Lord of
about it, but then
Recall.
we didn't because it was like
Oh.
if the player knows it, then
It has to
kind
be
of-
someone I know, anyways. Yeah.
yeah.
So I'll message him and I'll just ask, "Are you alive? I heard you followed the captain. Have you found him?"
Send a short message. 25. Here's the message. Recognizes you and can answer in a like manner immediately.
So if he's not
I think
conscious,
we've-
he won't be able to respond.
I think if we've ruled it if they're not conscious in the past, then you just get like static. You get static.
Fuck. Okay. I could try using it again. I don't know how many it might use more resources, but I tried to contact the consul right now. I didn't get anything back, which means he's not awake, or he's dead.
The halfling kind of chatters his teeth and he rubs his hands together like very like slowly, like the joints of his body themselves are frozen. I'm getting below deck. Yeah.
Yeah, I hand him the torch
And
as he's on his way
he
below
like
deck.
you know takes it and then he's like, many thanks to you, and he heads on down. And you continue upward to the helm. Khanek, is there something you would have wanted to do before they showed up?
No, I literally run off toward the captain. I rolled survival. And I
Oh.
ran off that way.
Oh.
That was
Do
the
you
first-
stay long enough to hear
Oh,
my
yeah. Well,
sending thing?
Oh.
No,
Back-
I immediately ran off after he threw out.
Would I see
the-
Khanek run off?
I think you would.
I'd follow him.
Yeah. Technically, you guys were, yeah. Yeah. You follow him.
Is there anyone that's not with us right now?
So Alex, I believe, has been following you.
Yeah.
Mike is in his ring, but he's with Alex.
Yeah.
Having
And
a
then
drink.
Roland is with us as well. So everyone
Okay,
is
so we
with-
have everyone.
everyone's here.
The whole
And-
gang is here.
So
I would
I
ask
follow.
where Katsu is, but we're just gonna assume he's just
Yeah.
here.
Following, yeah.
Pulled some
Katsu,
crazy dragonborn stuff to land
He's just chilling in the
A-OK.
ring. He's just
Yeah.
chilling in the ring right now.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. That works out. So you do make a mental note that as you're stepping out into the snow, even just looking out into the snow for Khanek and for anyone who goes after him, you could probably take a short rest here if you wanted to before headed out. You feel as though you might have a hard time resting once you head out into the tundras.
Maybe we should short rest before.
But if Khanek
I
just
run off.
bolts off, then he bolts off. Yeah, okay.
I bolt off still.
Yeah.
Fuck it, we ball.
So you're chasing off after him too.
I'm gonna chug the last bit of this
The last
honey.
bit of the honey. Oh, good shit.
Yup.
Okay. So Brelick's just slurping on some honey as he's running by.
Mhm.
He's got a newfound
Sipping on some honey.
addiction. And you leave with only the halfling to know that you might be going after them. But it would seem as though the passengers... you imagine that the passengers and survivors of the ship will take some time to recover, but even if they do, both they and you probably won't last long with this cold.
Get fucked, civilians. All right, let's go after that console.
Yes. Khanek, you start immediately trudging through the deep snow, and you can
They
hear.
have a fire, right? Because of
You
the torch we gave
imagine
them.
you'll imagine they'll make one, yeah.
They'll live through the night.
It looked like some of them might have had some magical capabilities. Some of the flight crew, some basic magic, so got that going for him as well. Looked as though they were taking steps to fix the ship as quickly as possible, so they don't seem to be dispirited too much. They're just following probably procedure. Maybe this has happened before. Khanek, as you're trudging through the deep snow, Brelikk is high-kneeing it after you through the powder with his barbarian speed, and eventually just the party forms into one, and you head out into the darkness. The middle of the night. Nope, not that one.
In the middle.
Kingdoms. Northward through the permafrost tundras, you quickly figure out the visual difference between the powdered, like the deep powder, and solid ice. You try to stick to more of the solid ground, I guess you could call it. Solid ground whenever you can, which basically eventually begins to include some rocks and boulders that are kind of peeking out from beneath the snow. And these rocks would continue to creep up more and more until you're basically moving through a path that's flanked by these tall cliffs. And at some point throughout this journey, you're following this trail of guar. You note that the guar is like on top of the snow. Brelikk especially, you make a note of this because your mind goes back to Cistern when you were tracking one of these beasts down, and that the guar was like absorbed by the sand, right?
Yeah.
Here, it looks like it's sitting on top of it, and it almost like it kind of like flows freely, like it slides across the surface.
Ooh, we don't
you
have
know?
protection from Guar anymore this time, guys. Ooh-wee.
So this trail is a little bit. It's almost like moving a little bit just because of the snow. It kind of like flows around it somewhat, but there's still a clear like black line and some big, footprints and drag marks of initially looks to be one person becomes two. At some point, a small amount, so you're making your way through the snow, just a little bit of worry, for your own well-being kind of creeps into your mind as the cold sets in. Some questions that obviously couldn't be determined before making the decision, but how far does this trail lead? Where does it even go? These are all questions that creep from the back of your mind more to the forefront as you continue walking, and you feel debilitated. Whether you are living or some kind of automaton, the cold takes its toll on you. You receive a level of exhaustion.
Ooh. Would you like to tell everyone what the first level exhaustion does?
Yes. It gives you disadvantage on
Ability checks.
just ability checks, yeah, I believe.
Trying to reference
There
scale
are-
that cleric divinity.
There are 6 levels of exhaustion. First level
Oh,
is
yes, the
disadvantage.
6th level.
Yeah, first level is disadvantage on ability checks. Second level, your speed is halved. Third level is disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. Fourth level is hit point maximum is halved. Fifth is your speed is reduced to 0, and then 6 is death.
Whoa.
So
Wow.
exhaustion is no bueno. But you're only at level 1.
Instant death.
What's the worst that can happen?
What's the worst that could happen, gentlemen?
Fuck you, DM, for saying that. It's the worst that could happen. Let's find out.
Can't believe I'm gonna be stuck in another ice area for 6 months.
You
Let's go!
Yeah, Cannon, welcome to hell.
Ooh, baby.
so this feeling is kind of like demoralizing a bit. Like you slow down.
Oh,
maybe
it is
just a
pretty
little.
demoralizing for me
And-
seeing this landscape.
And
Yeah.
and
Oh, yeah.
Hoggers.
I love it. Boss made it. Yo, guys, can we switch the background from a Gale to this disgusting barren wasteland?
Good
Yeah.
to be back.
yes.
Take me back. Yeah, take me back to 2020. Let's do it.
What
Probably.
happened 2020?
You want me to go get... Hold on. I can go get the
Happened in
picture of Yes Caves really
2020.
fast.
Old Rhyme of the Claw.
Oh, no. Okay. Oh,
Um,
Cannon's campaign? Is that what?
Rhyme of the
Yes, this is all a
Uh,
Klossman reference. Cannon had us in an ice cave for 6 months of IRL time. One
Hoggers.
cave.
It was a big cave.
Isn't Rhyme of the Frost Giant a module?
Yeah, but I used the setting, but I
We
adapted
modified
the
it, so it
story.
became Rhyme of the Claw Maiden instead.
It was
Oh.
halfway. Get fucked.
No one likes caves, Cannon.
That's
Why would you
weird.
do this?
I don't go out with dudes.
I'm not your
Luckily,
bro.
As a DM, I will never have us going into a regular cave again.
Shut the fuck up, John.
Yeah, John, you had a cave campaign too. I mean,
God, we were in a
Take
cave
me
for the
home
entire campaign until the
road.
final session.
to the place I
I
belong.
West Virginia. Mountain Mama. Take me home. Country roads.
is everything okay, Matt?
Yeah.
I
Just
hear
deadpanning
her
the
voice
lyrics.
in the morning and she calls my name.
Hang on, I gotta. Yesterday. Gridless. Boom. Take off the lighting. Sorry, I just had to import a quit scene for Jack.
Thank you. I appreciate this.
Oh, I see the loading bar.
Yeah.
I see the loading bar as well.
Yeah, I preloaded it.
Loading bar,
Oh,
you're just
yes.
happy
Oh,
to
thanks.
see me.
Oh yeah.
Alright, activate.
Hey!
Take them!
Oh no!
Oh!
He's huge. Yeah, the scene isn't that big.
I hate it.
I could do this, actually. I could make the grid smaller. Oh, that didn't work. Hang on.
Fee, fi, fo, fum.
There we go. Whoa there, Brelikk. Whoa. Oh, boy.
Is there a horse out here? No, I'm kidding.
Make a perception check.
All right.
Yeah, so Rolland, you're looking around. Maybe it's the delirium and exhaustion setting in, but
No.
you're looking off and on the cusp of your vision. No matter how far that is, you see, like, just past the sleeting snow, there's a silhouette of a horse. What you think is a horse. And then the snow picks up, and it's gone.
Rolland stops and just stares for a second. He's like, eyes squinted, like somewhere between frustrated and confused. And is it along? It's like wherever he looks, right? Like straight forward.
Yeah.
So he'll keep his eyes trained on the path, and he won't say anything. But he's like,
He just
maybe I'll
sees the
catch up.
horse. Yeah.
Maybe.
It's just forever on the cusp, yeah.
Do I see the horse?
You do not see the horse.
Damn you. Damn you.
But as if an answer to your delirium, Rolland, you all step, well, you step forward. You decide, you've come this far, mentally, unspokenly, you decide that you've come this far, so you continue onward, despite the exhaustion, and you step into, well, you step forward, and you feel the sleeting snow lightens up a little bit, and Rolland, you don't see a horse anymore. It's
right,
much calmer in this particular area of the cliffs. You've been kind of going through,
You're back.
maybe even a bit warmer, one might say.
Utah, Harry.
You're a Utard.
Man.
Careful, Harry. You're screaming.
Hey.
Man.
Man, oh man, oh man.
Man.
It is nighttime, so
all right.
doing that to reflect it. And you look around at these cliffs that are surrounding you, and you see like these lights up above one of these cliffs, almost like arcane lights, and you realize that you're not surrounded by cliffs at all. You are finding yourself
In the middle of a city.
before, that would be funny, right before
Oh, if only things were so easy.
There's a tavern right across the street.
These 3 very large standing stones.
Fuck. Some weird bullshit going on.
And there's 3 of them.
Man, what the fuck?
Does this
You
look
have-
like some weird religious bullshit?
Make a religion check.
Because I'll pull out my tablet if that's the case.
Religion.
I love religion. Super cool.
Most of you, well, every single one of you, initially would have like this, what the
You know what?
fuck are
I'm gonna
those
use
things
lucky
kind
on
of
this.
reaction.
Another religion.
Okay.
You make Arcana checks.
Oh, also an Arcana check?
Yes, you can do that too, Jack.
God damn it. 3 rolls.
Oh, wait,
Can I
I'm
see
not
an
sure.
11?
Well, we're at disadvantage for all these, right?
Oh no.
Roland?
Yeah.
Yes. Because of the
Oh,
exhaustion.
we're at disadvantage?
I
Okay.
put
That means
disadvantage
Oh,
on my
shit.
sheet. I put
actually get to
exhaustion
roll
on my
another
sheet. So.
religion as well. So I actually 24 on religion, but unfortunately Arcana is disadvantaged, so we have to take the lower of this. Okay, so we 10 Arcana. Okay, 10 Arcana.
Reroll.
24.
How long have we been traveling?
About an hour and a half.
Okay, I'm still in the ring.
Yeah, I thought
Kev
thought
is
putting
fine.
the-
Kev, you wouldn't take exhaustion because you've been chilling, literally.
Let's go.
I mean, it's colder. I would say that like this place that you guys find yourself in is so cold that it almost like somehow creeps into the ring a little bit, but it's not too bad.
Just a light shiver.
Guys, why don't we alternate like people in the ring and people outside the ring?
You want some
So-
coke?
Because the ring's like its own plane, so it's not.
You
Like...
can also do it only once a long rest, I
Yeah.
think.
So,
So that's
Well, we
also
also-
a problem.
Realistically, if we were playing this smart, we would have had everyone except for one person inside the ring right now.
That's what we just.
Oh, I thought you said no. Will was saying alternating.
It's like
No,
the
I didn't
camera
say
is
anything.
the
What?
camera is cuts
Okay,
to
whatever.
Kev a little bit, and you see like you want some cocoa, Kev? He like has like a little hot mug,
yeah, thank you.
and then it cuts back to the
Yeah,
party
you-
out in the snow.
You want a back rub too, Kev? You lazy piece of shit.
Imagine there's like a couple cushions in there and like a nice sofa chair.
Little
There's
fireplace.
Anything else,
There's like
Kev?
couches. Everything is like velvet, like you know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah,
It's very nice.
real comfortable. Yeah,
Anything
actually,
else
like
in there, Kev?
leather really like holds the heat in well when you like lay on it. So
we long resting in the ring.
I can only bring
You-
people in once a day. So
Need a foot massage?
And he's already
So
done
what I'm
it,
hearing
yeah.
here is we can long rest in the ring.
You can.
no, because
If but
Tomorrow.
now-
you
used it.
already put people
I'm
in
already
from
in the
earlier.
ring. Yeah.
Oh. Damn it, Kev.
I just
die from ship
I'm
crash. Die from ship crash. Long rest. Yes. So the Arcana checks. So Khanek, what was your Arcana at the end of the day?
So the Arcana is 10 because I
Okay.
disadvantage. so
And
the lower
religion's
is-
what?
Religion is.
Oh,
24.
I see.
used
Oh,
to
you
be
wrote
on
it
that.
in the chat. Yeah. Okay.
Chandler,
Um,
Jack, do you guys have the huts, the tiny hut thing?
I do not
No.
take Lehman's tiny hut because I'm not cringe.
I was considering taking it.
I don't have access to it.
I'm pretty sure I have access.
I don't like
I-
Lehman's
aren't
tiny
you
hut. I
Bard?
feel like it's cooler
I'm a
if
Bard,
the
yeah.
players have to
Yeah, Bard,
deal with
Bard has it,
things.
right?
Oh, I didn't take it then.
I think Lehman's tiny hut is
Yeah.
cringe and stupid, so I never take it because it's weird. and I don't like it.
It's weird, and I don't like it.
I feel like it would be better if like you got it as like a scroll, like one-time use type of situation. Like that would make it better.
I just
But, like-
prefer that we have to deal with the world. You know, no bullshit.
No, yeah, but like I feel like it would be nice to like get it as a scroll, but not give it to your player as an actual spell to use whenever they want, type deal. Like, do
Yeah,
we use Lehman's
that's
Tiny
fair.
Hut right now, or save on to it for later, type deal?
Yeah, I guess.
We should just get rid of all spells. They're bullshit.
True. Oh, based.
Let's go back to bare bones.
Yeah, let's
Bare
just live in the
It's
real
like Call
world.
of Duty bare bones. You know, no fucking kill streaks.
Yeah, let's just roleplay the real world.
All right, guys. We roleplay our characters as if how they would run us.
Uh huh.
how Brelikk would
Run that by me.
like how Brelikk would play Matt Welsh.
So I play Rolland, who's playing me.
Your character is
Roland
the
is playing
extension
Canon.
of
How would
yourself,
Roland
but
play canon? Can you give us a quick?
Roland is canon. Give
Like
us
me,
a...
but racist?
You would go to sleep at 7 p.m. and
That's
wake
the
up
same
at 6
thing.
a.m.
Jesus.
God would roleplay Harry.
Can
Let's
you
not
not
go
listening
too far
any
here.
differences?
I think I got too far, John.
Yeah. Roland thinks that canon should take another long rest.
Oh, Cannon's short rest made it so he couldn't arrive on time. Whoops.
It's a new kind of
Actually.
D&D. We all just alternate rests. 1 for you, 2 for me.
So,
Are you feeling hungry, Cannon? Let's eat another piece of food.
What the fuck?
Got some
So-
orange slices.
yeah. Khanek, you would have no idea what these stones are. But they look magically infused.
But with the religion check.
But with the religion check, you know that
You
these
know
probably
Are part of some cringe religion.
don't. I mean, everything's kind of connected to religion in this world, in a way. But you would need to know what they are in order to know it. So I would say you do not connect these to religion.
No. Fuck you.
Roland, Brelikk, Did Brelikk really roll highest on Arcana? Okay, wait. I think Brelikk rolled the highest
No,
on Arcana.
no, I did not. I rolled a 9. There's no way someone
You got 13.
rolled. No,
Oh, you rolled
the
it twice.
disadvantage.
I see.
Disadvantage.
All right, let's see here.
I'm assuming I don't roll, so I
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah, probably not. Unless you want to come out of the ring at this point.
Nope,
I'll
but he's
stay
good.
And that's Kev.
And
Bum,
that's
ba-dum,
Kev.
ba-dum, ba-dum, bum.
Yo. Did Roland roll? Yeah, he did. 5.
rolling.
Bad.
These are some killer rolls.
I'm rolling better on my actual dice than on
I feel like
mine.
we're missing. Oh, Katsu.
There to
surprise.
die for.
Katsu would miss it. Khanek would miss it. Brelikk would not. Well, is there anything I can give Brelikk? I think you still rolled the highest. Outside of.
Hi there.
Guys, let's just destroy these stones.
Brelikk, you note the obvious. There are blue
The
runes.
3 pillars are
Yeah.
magical.
The 3 pillars are magical, and there are runes across the front of each of them, and they're all blue. Basically, that's pretty close to the visual.
Can I make some type of check for the runes, I guess? Besides
kind of check?
Arcana. Like history check?
Sure. Khanek, you can as well, since you rolled. Okay.
This
Look at this.
also with disadvantage.
God
Yes.
fucking damn it.
So, history.
Them some runes.
He's like,
Maybe.
maybe I shouldn't have made them have disadvantage because I actually need them to know what these are.
Nah. Actually, we could have you pass by this, and it'd be okay. But
Well,
we won't have to. Mostly. Well, kind of. You still might have to, but depends what I say here, because I'm not sure yet. But Khanek, history, books. You read books. You've heard about a story in which a man was in a boat sailing across the seas of Rapture. He was journeying to the distant isles. And as he was journeying to these isles, he came upon a storm, which was so vicious and, like, by all accounts, his ship should not survived, and he should not have survived. But at some point in the storm, his ship came across still water. And in the center of this still water was a large stone standing out of the water. A single stone. And he described it as a calmness that set in as if he stepped into the eye of the hurricane. And he believed the stone saved him. That was his interpretation.
And are these the stones?
You feel a similar effect as you step out of the snow and, into this ring that surrounds. You essentially look past the stones and you can see the sleet continuing to fall. But where you are, there is no sleet. It's almost like you're in, like, this bubble within the snowstorm.
And then I think to myself, damn, I still have disadvantage on check. No, I'm kidding. But
Yes.
so I walk to the edge of where this encirclement is.
Mm-hmm.
And then I walk slightly outside, and do I feel the sleet outside the encirclement?
Yeah, it just piles on your banana head.
Okay. I say to the party, it seems these stones offer some kind of protection against the elements. It would be wise to remember this place if we're stuck out here too long.
Khanek relays this to all of you. And you all take a few moments to gather yourselves in this calmer environment, Not feeling like you want to get too comfortable because you still have to keep going. You can see the trail of Guar leads through the leftmost pillar, kind of like the gap between the middle and the leftmost pillar. Seems as though the journey continues. Who leads?
I'll lead.
Want to rest before continuing? Might not have another reprieve like this for some time.
We could get that exhaustion off.
You could take a 10-minute short rest, and it would
Let's do
alleviate
that.
one level of exhaustion.
All right. Short
That's
rest.
not true, mechanically, but I'll allow it.
Okay. I'll take it.
You don't
I don't
know
know.
anything about my.
I don't have any short rest dice left.
It's been a
I
long
don't have any,
day.
I don't have any short rest dice left either.
Look at that.
What? Huh? What?
Don't block me.
So, Brelikk, you would lead the way out back into the tundras as everyone grimaces, headed into the snow. You go as you were for, a while beforehand, trudging through the snow, etc., until eventually you come upon, like, you start descending, you start, like, going downward instead of upward. And you're going down, like, this rocky crevice that still has snow, like, throughout, but it's kind of like a narrow, rocky crevice that looks like there's just tons of guar in this rocky crevice, it's kind of like flowing down, you know, some of the stuff that's still at the top. It's like dripping down, and you're careful not to step in it easily enough, even with the exhaustion setting in. You can see it well beforehand and then move around it as necessary. As you move down this rocky crevice, you hear what sounds like water, not flowing water, but like the lapping of waves, kind of like ocean sounds, minus like the birds and stuff like that. You can hear the slight, you know, ongoing ambiance of water, and it grows louder as you move down this crevice. And you exit onto the other side. Like you exit the crevice. Hang on one sec. No, can't do that. I'll just do this. Never tried this before. This day-night mechanic is actually kind of helpful for Foundry, John.
Oh yeah, you know, don't have to dim the maps. Yeah, the maps myself.
Yep. You can hear some echoes of conversation as you exit the rocky crevice. They sound humanoid. And it's dark, but you can hear the sound of lumbering creatures cracking on the ice beyond the darkness. Activate.
Someone just say activate.
Activate.
Fuck. 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 Fuck.
This map.
Fuck.
This fucking map.
I've used this map.
You've used this map?
What?
Yeah, this
I-
is
No,
kind
it's just
of,
very similar.
It's
No,
very
he didn't
similar to
use it, but
the
it's just
cave
so
one,
similar to.
or the gloss
It's
vein one.
very similar to a specific map I used.
That's
John-
funny. This is an
John
actually
getting
map.
so.
Jack
no,
subconsciously
This
made
is a map
this.
I made.
Yeah, I was about to shout out Harry. for
Harry
making this map this
subconsciously
time.
made
Oh.
this.
This is very similar kind of that scorpion cave, like that scorpion.
You have to
fight that
show
we
me
had in your
afterward.
campaign.
I'll find it, Harry. I'll find it.
This was like my first, you know.
I think it was a river
attempt.
instead of a lake, but yeah. It looks
Yeah.
good, dude.
Thank you. So the echoes of the conversation do not sound, you know, like they're directed at you. They sound almost kind of like hushed, and the hushes are echoing up to you by chance. They sound like they're out on the ice, and there's these the lumbering creatures out on the ice. You know them to be, from what Brelikk has told you about his first journey, and from what you know about the world of Rapture, regardless of whether or not you've seen them in person, that these are primordials. And of course, you would only encounter these terrifying creatures in the dark, snowy nights of Bedlam, in the worst possible conditions. How do
Fuck
you
it, let's
proceed?
ball.
It does not seem as though they know you are there yet.
We can just walk past them. We don't need to fight
Yeah,
these
true.
guys.
I have I can only see 60 feet. Does anyone have dark vision?
I have dark vision.
I do.
Like no, does anyone have super dark vision to like
Kev
super
does.
far out?
Oh,
Yeah, I do.
no.
Okay. Kev has
But
double
Kev's in
sight,
the
right?
ring.
Probably.
Yeah.
If you need me, just call.
Get out of here, you dumb I start shaking the ring. No, I'm just kidding.
I can hear everything that's going on. So if you need me, just say something.
Do you have a pact that allows you to see through the shadows?
Jesus.
Are you talking to me?
He did say Kev before that.
Oh, did he? I didn't hear Kev.
I haven't forgotten.
He wants
You
to say
have had
say
certain
my
amount of
name.
utility, Kev.
Well, they're calling for me. I'll jump
Well,
out.
don't forget the cocoa. And you just pop out, and you are not exhausted. Kev looks very warm, and
Yeah, good for him.
he pops out next to you. There's actually like an aura of warmth like radiating from him just for a moment before the snow.
You're glowing. Your spot A was great, Kev.
Yeah.
I like to think he had like my genie had like an extra coat in there that I'm wearing now.
Yeah. And Kev, you take in the situation. You get on a rock and you look over Alex and you see in black and white 2 humanoid figures on the far side of the ice. And the 2 lumbering figures moving up and down throughout, just the ice crunching beneath their feet. They don't look to be doing anything in particular, but as the what do you call it? As the 2 of them continue their hushed conversation, you see one of the creatures kind of erratically turn toward it and just get like really, really close as it and kneels down on all fours. And the other one seems to be slithering along like the coastline where the ice is, not going fully into the water, but not staying fully on land, serpentining.
Yeah, we're bringing out the shield for this fight.
I'll relay that.
Said something.
Ooh, I ducked back down.
I'd like to conceal
Mike,
my
for
presence.
out of one moment of courage, he's like,
Let's go the other way, guys.
What other way?
Back the way we came, baby.
I smell it too.
Can we hear them say this?
Harry,
Yeah.
Harry, I have a
It's
question.
like echoing throughout the night. Yes, they are talking, Khanek.
so
I would-
fucking weird, man.
Did I
Weird.
recall knowledge or something just to see like where we crashed? Obviously, I wasn't looking outside when it happened, but based on the terrain, do I know how close to safeguard we are?
At this point, you know you're in Bedlam.
Fuck.
Close.
And the Primordial looks back at the 2 that are talking on the ice.
You like
Who did you bring? There were only meant to be 2.
And it frantically shakes, turns its body toward the cliffs, and begins headed over.
Time to find them.
Okay. I flip up the hood
Uh-oh.
that I have now attuned to. I
Oh,
flip up
fuck,
the cloak of
Brelikk!
Elvenkind.
You see one of them seems to
What the fuck?
slither off
Stealthy guy?
into the water and just disappears under the current.
What the fuck?
I'm cloak. I am cloak of Elvenkind.
The water's not frozen here?
All right.
It's frozen in some places. Seems to be.
I'm assuming you can just melt.
I thought this place was goddamn Antarctica.
All right.
All right, he's gone. We wait a second for him to go swim off.
The second one doesn't look like he's getting in
I
the
stand
water.
in front of Alex.
But he
I
does
whispered-
sniff the air more and say,
Fuck.
Harry, your mic is fucked.
Wrong one. Yeah.
Well,
at this point, everyone roll initiative.
Fuck.
yeah, you got it, Chief.
And, well,
Damn.
I'm thinking actually maybe we roll initiative at the start of next session, John. You think so?
Damn.
I
almost
think it up
11.
to the players, but yeah, it is almost 11.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I think it would, it's better to start this combat at the end of next session, so we will end the session with him, this creature, otherworldly, seemingly recognizing you for what you are.
They're
What
fans, bro.
only
They're
you know
fans.
to be.
They're fans.
They're
And-
fans, guys.
It
They just want
sends-
autographs, bro.
For those who have spines, it sends chills down them. And we'll end the session there with us rolling initiative
Who
at the
the
beginning
fuck
of
doesn't
combat.
have a spine?
Alex.
Oh.
Alex,
Yeah, I don't have a
probably.
spine.
Yeah. He's got something similar, probably. But, you know.
Honestly, I would think Kevin's kind of violent, but
Yeah, Kevin. No, Kevin's no backbone.
got him.
Fucking got him, dude.
I'm currently digging a hole in the snow.
He's trying to hide.
The ring's not working. Fuck.
Yeah.
You fuckers.
So we'll call it there.
Damn.
Bog.
Yep. Thanks for playing, guys.
Yeah, get to that combat next session. Yeah.
Guys get to see some talking primordials.
You know, I knew something was gonna happen on the flight over.
What's with these?
But-
What's with evil people all the time? And why are you out in the middle of?
What is with
Yo,
evil
go-
people all the
Go
time?
enjoy like a nice drink. Why are you out in the middle of the tundra just hanging? All right, you know, you could be
We've had enough of it.
enjoying. You could be enjoying a nice, a nice drink somewhere or a spa day. Instead, they're in the middle of the
Well-
fucking Arctic, being like,
Tyrion.
You should be grateful.
It's only
God
because
damn it,
Jack
what?
played him for like 2 sessions or whatever, and he made the "Put your faith in the light" reference.
Jack did the
There's
fucking
two-
Hearthstone
There's
card.
2 Hearthstone references on this.
Yeah, no. I already made mine before Jack even made it.
Beer
Jack
crack.
replaced it with the shitty Hearthstone card.
All right, I'm gonna go.
All right, Matt.
All
Thanks
right.
for playing, dude.
Good night, Matt.
Nice
Any
and simple,
A-Rabbit?